I shared something on social media the other day, and I wanted to see what kind of response I got. And I can't quote it verbatim, but it went something like this. It said, "Did you ever notice that when you post pictures of puppies and kittens and warm hugs and the sun shining, that you get all sorts of thumbs up, all sorts of comments, all sorts of smiley faces, all of those kind of things. But the minute you start to share something that talks about how we got to where we're going and the hard work that's involved, well, your support and the comments and the hugs and the thumbs up seem to just simply dry away." Hi, I'm John Jerkowitz, and welcome to our weekly motivation and inspiration. And there we got our lower third up, and now we're good to go. I want to talk to you about my mother a minute, and I want to talk to you about why that quote meant so much to me. You see, my mother raised 4 kids. She was a child of the Depression. She had to quit school when she was 16 years old because her mother needed her to support the rest of the family. My grandfather had died when my mom was 11. So my mom quit school and went to work in a dairy in their office, taking care of what I guess we call today is payroll and accounts payable. She met my dad, got married, and had 4 kids, and raised those 4 kids during a place and time where women in the workforce was the exception and not necessarily the rule. And my mom worked hard to raise 4 kids. And I have to tell you that she raised 4 successful kids. Oh, none of us are ever going to be on the cover of Fortune magazine. None of us are ever going to be president of the United States or do anything that great and that wonderful. My mom raised us to be honest. My mom raised us to be trustworthy. My mom raised us to tell the truth. And my mom raised us to do the right thing. But within all of that, my mom went through a very deep personal struggle herself. And it's not something that we talk about, at least back then we didn't. But my mom suffered from a debilitating anxiety disorder to the point where she was nervous and scared most of the time. I can remember growing up, and now as an adult I understand, that my mom used to go in the bedroom and close the door, and often she'd cry for periods at a time. There were times she would send us all outside to play in our backyard while she'd sit in the house. And I realized today as an adult and is suffering from panic anxiety disorder myself, and not to the extent that my mom did, that she did an exceptional and tremendous and amazing job. And you know, all of us have people like that in our lives. And all of us, like me, sometimes take almost close to 62 years till the light goes, yeah, your mom really did overcome a lot to do a gosh darn good job. Well, I'm steep knee deep in social media. And one of the things that I see over and over are people questioning themselves, questioning all the effort, and questioning everything they put in to help making themselves and their families successful. And I had to think about my mom, and I had to think about the times that she just wanted to throw her hands up in the air, and how I don't think there'd have been anyone, if you knew some of the stuff she went through emotionally, that would have blamed her. She's 84. She's in a memory care facility. Her kids that live close to her visit her weekly, sometimes a couple times a week. She has grandchildren that care about her. I think she's lived a pretty good life. But she plowed the ground, and she plowed it sometimes when there were rocks and stones. And sometimes that's a really difficult thing to do. But I think when it comes down to it, what motivates me are people like my mom and so many people like you out there who simply get up in the morning, put your shoes and socks on, head out the door in what needs to be done, regardless of the things that other people may think are handicaps or holding you back. It's not all about puppies and kittens. It's not all about hugs and warm smiles. The real heroes, the real successful people are the folks who are simply getting it done on a day-to-day basis. Folks like my mom and folks like you. So I'm John Jerkowitz. Thanks for spending some time with me. I hope this helped you on your way this week. Hope you have a great week, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye now.